For anyone who hasn't heard of Biomutant, it's an adorable RPG developed by Experiment 101 that takes place after a nuclear apocalypse. The world is now filled with animals that are stronger, more advanced than the ones we once knew, and as one of these altered creatures, we will be using our mutations to our advantage. If you'd like to play Biomutant, I'll include the link to the Steam page in the description below, and if you like this video, consider subscribing. Enjoy! One of my favorite parts of the game has to be the character customization at the very beginning. We have the choice of several species and skills, and our skill set we choose also has a physical impact on our character's proportions. So if we choose to value intelligence over all other skills, our character can look like a 500 IQ Among Us thumbnail. Stronger characters are much wider, and I'm more of an aggressive player myself, so I leaned more towards the wide end of the spectrum. We then choose our environmental resistances, fur patterns, and fighting class, which give us extra combat capabilities. I chose the lightning power because it reminds me of Emperor Palpatine. Execute Order 66. Throughout the game, we'll have opportunities to make decisions that impact our inner moral compass, called Ki. The better we balance light and dark, the more stat benefits we'll gain. Ooh, I'm gonna be full Sith Lord by the end of this.
It's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your Ki, the primal energy that flows through everything.
We stop to eat and get our first look into the injustices our character has suffered, and the type of world we live in. One where the strong prey on the weak.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
The narrator reminds me a lot of the Stanley Parable. He sounds like such a gentleman.
You turned your back.
Wow, my dude is going through it.
And got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
It turns out we ate someone else's meal, and we're going to be next on the menu if we don't act quickly. Not today. We have a David and Goliath type of thing going on here, which looks tough for us. But David will always beat Goliath. So yeah, I guess I could say we have the advantage here. Just like I was saying, that'll teach him or her. Mess with us and your baseball bat gets it. We hold our own pretty well in battle, but are chased into a bunker in order to not die an explosive death. Got a blast! Animating the explosion wasn't in the budget. While looking for a way out, we defeat many enemies and find apocalypse lore.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate.
The call is coming from inside the house. Pretty sure we're mutant too. We complete a puzzle that gives us this information. The Toxinal Corporation generated so much nuclear waste that they ran out of space in landfills, and began dumping it in the oceans. As the waste decayed, the radiation caused mutations in the wildlife. The wildlife retaliated, the world crumbled, became what it is today. From the diagrams we also found in the bunker, we're led to believe that humans left the world on spaceships called Arks, built by Toxinal. We save an old friend who calls himself out of date from a scavenger attack. Hey, are you out of date? 'Cause I can help you find one. He tells us that after our hometown was attacked,
the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
He says that the Tree of Life is paramount to our survival, and though he had devoted himself to nurturing it, the tree's now dying.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
He asks us to find his friends and help them stop the World Eaters.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
On our way to unite Out-of-Date's friends, we must align ourselves with one of the tribes we were told about. The Myriad want to stop the World Eaters, while the Jagni want to help the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life to wipe out weaklings. I had already committed to being a Sith Lord, so I aligned myself with the Jagni and the dark side.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew.
That's such a bad plan. Execute Order 66.
Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
They really expect me to win their whole war for them, huh? On our way to the first outpost, we pass our hometown and remember some of our childhood, including what happened to our parents.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
In our memories, Gizmo teaches us to upcycle trash into weapons, Poopsie teaches us how to craft gear, Goop tries to kill us, and Mother trains us in Wung Fu. And then for our good work, she gives us an automaton grasshopper that's still our best friend to this day. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Wakey wakey, it's time for school. We blaze through the rain and flames, fight back and swim away, but eventually Muma and Poopsie sacrifice their lives to get us away from the attacker, Lupa Lupin.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Until they die too. Unfortunately, we're at war and we don't have any more time to process our past. We hurry to reinforce our tribe's outpost and kill the Godzilla wannabe they lost control over. This seems like a good stopping point. So, should you play Biomutant? Here's what I liked and disliked about it. I liked the cute characters and good graphics, the open world elements, and the narrator is reminiscent of the Stanley Parable.
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
I disliked that the scenes go on for too long. Decisions you make don't feel like they matter very much. And the key bindings if you're playing on mouse and keyboard can be unintuitive for casual players. So, what do you think? Sound like your type of game? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for reaching the end of the episode. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this, so if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Hope to see you again.